Yo, welcome to PTA Sports. I am your host, Pest the Analyst. And let's get into this weekend review / game preview. I decided that I wasn't going to do two separate videos because, to be completely honest, like, everything that's been talked about this week, aside from the key points that I'm going to hit on, man, we've already talked about. Like, we've talked about in depth, all right? So, like, we can skip all that. That's just kind of how I feel, man. We can just skip all that. So let's talk about a couple of things that happened this week that were significant. First and foremost, man, there's been a lot of talk about Saquon Barkley, all right? Tiki Barber apparently came out, had some choice words for Saquon Barkley, questioned his pass protection, questioned whether or not he was an every down back. Saquon kind of responded to it, but, he did the basic Saquon stuff, right? He didn't say anything crazy or out of control. Just kind of focusing in on the things that he needs to do to get better. Here's the deal, man. I find myself leaning more towards agreeing with Tiki. I'm just being completely honest. Like, Saquon's got to be better in pass protection. Now I know that. Man, why am I? Reggie Bush, had talked a little bit. He did a little quick video or whatever, and he talked about, like, why is Saquon even in pass protection? He's the best player on the team. He needs to be, running a route. I can also agree with that. See, I'm in a weird spot, right? I'm in a weird spot when it comes to Saquon because I feel like Saquon should be, running a route on passing situations, right? Because getting the ball in his hand in open space, he's dangerous, right? He's super ass dangerous in open space. But there's going to be times, right, where Saquon is going to have to stay in, right? Because depending upon, the defense, we may have to check, man. We have to check the play and be like, hey, Saquon, you got to stay in the block. And when that happens, man, Saquon just got to do a better job of it, man. Like, I have yet to been, like, super happy with Saquon's overall pass blocking, man. Now, whether or not he's an every down back, that I don't agree with, man. Saquon needs to be on the field as much as possible, yo. Saquon needs to be on the field, okay? I don't see why Saquon can't be an every down back. I don't see why Saquon can't be a workhorse. I'm frustrated with the fact that Saquon liked to dance behind a line of scrimmage. Now, I'm not going to say that based off of the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, because Saquon didn't have time to do nothing most of the times, man. They were stacking that box like crazy. But I mean, like, my standpoint is I want Saquon out on the field. I want Saquon to run a route if it's a pass play, all right? But I also want Saquon to be better in pass protection when he's asked to do it. We're in a real weird spot, man. And I still see people, jumping all over the, oh my God, we picked him number 2 overall, blah, blah, blah. It was a mistake. Listen, we all know it was a mistake, man. You don't pick a running back at 2. All right, I can sit here and say that, but Saquon's on the team, man. Like, I don't understand why we still talking about this. Like, why the hell we still talk about this? The man's on the team. The man's a giant. The man's gonna probably be a giant, his whole career. We should hope that he stays a giant his whole career. All right. We should also hope that when it's time for him to be signed, it's a contract that doesn't, hamper us from making other signings. All right. So, listen, the man's on the team, man. Like, there's nothing we can do to change the past. It is what it is, man. Good pick, bad pick, whatever. He's here. All right. Let's just support the man while he's here. That's how I feel. All right, moving along. I also saw some people talk about Jason Garrett and talk about Jason Garrett's play calling. Being completely honest, man, I wasn't happy with the play calling, but at the same time, I wasn't unhappy at the play calling. Right? At times, there were things that I would have rather had done, but, like, at the end of the day, I think our offense did fine. All right? Take away a couple of mistakes and maybe the game's different. I think our offense did fine. I think Jason Garrett did okay in his first game calling the plays. And I think that Jason Garrett is going to get better as the season goes, all right? Like, we got to understand that Jason Garrett ain't called plays in a long-ass time. So this was the first time he's done it. What I'm hoping for, though, is that the play calling improves and the plays that we run are imaginative. They're not boring. They're not obvious, right? They're not plays that the defense knows off top. This is what they running. Like I just want us to to mix it up, and I want us to continue to do what we've done so far. All right, without the mistakes, and I think the offense will be fine. Okay. Listen, I wrote this down right as I was going through the things that I wanted to talk about or whatever. I wrote this down, and this is exactly what it says. I'm going to read it verbatim. Evan Engram sucks. Yo, Evan Engram sucks. I can't stand this dude right now. Evan Engram sucks, man. I saw a little report, where Evan Ingram's not happy with his performance in week 1. He shouldn't be. I saw that he talked a little bit about, focusing on blocking better, focusing on catching the ball. I mean, listen, bro, like that's your job, man. You a tight end. You're going to be asked to block, and you're going to be asked to get some of those ugly yards, man, as a tight end. And you're supposed to be this mismatched nightmare. You're supposed to be faster than all the other, linebackers and whatnot. Bro, I don't see nothing from you right now, man. And I know it's only been 1 week, but I'm talking about your body of work since you came into the league, man. Like I'm off the Evan Engram train, man. I'm not on it. I can't be on it anymore. And listen, who knows, man? Maybe Evan Engram goes off this year. Maybe he does, man. And I'll have to sit here and eat crow and be like, yo, I guess he decided to step it up. But right now, Evan Engram sucks. Evan Engram is officially the shit fondue of the Giants this year. I'm gonna borrow that from Bad Dog, yo. That's just what Evan Engram is, man. I'm not happy with the dude. So a roster move that happened, man. Sean Chandler and Ryan Lewis were promoted from the practice squad. I'm guessing that we want to have more DBs this week. I hope that these guys bring some value. I mean, I almost expect these guys to be special teams guys, but maybe they'll get a rep or two during the game. I don't know. Our DBs, man, they got to do better, man. They really do. They're going up against some really good wide receivers this week, and they're gonna have to step it up, man. So I don't know quite what the plan is with bringing these two up from the practice squad, but we're gonna have to just kind of wait and see. All right, let's look at the injury report, man. This is something that I'm really just not used to seeing with the Giants, man. Is a small number of players on the injury report, man. It's a small number, man. So right now we got Carter Coughlin. He did not practice on Wednesday. He had limited practice on Thursday and Friday. He is questionable with a hamstring. Golden Tate, he got limited practice all week. He is questionable with a hamstring, but it's looking promising that Daniel Jones may have all his weapons this week. That'll be good, man. I think that Golden Tate will bring another little element, and maybe he can go out there and ball out. I don't know. We're going to see. Tay Crowder, also hamstring. Man, a lot of soft tissue injuries going on, man, across the NFL, man. That's what happens when you don't have training camp and preseason, man. You deal with a lot of soft tissue stuff. But Tay Crowder, man, he practiced all week. It looks like his game status, he's playing. And then Adrian Colbert, he's got a quad injury. Another soft tissue injury. He limited practice on Thursday, but did not practice on Friday. He is out. He is not playing. And that's it, man. That's the end of the Giants injury report. Again, man, it's just crazy to look at this, man, and see like there's not a lot of players on there. There's nothing in there that's like super big injury or whatever. And the vast majority of these people, there's a very good chance that they all play, with the exception of Adrian Colbert. Now, over on the Browns side, you've got Ted Ginn Jr. He was on there. Him and Jimmy Graham, they were both on there, but there was no injury, man. It looks like they were just getting some rest on Wednesday. They didn't practice, but they're playing. Robert Quinn, he's got an ankle injury. He had limited practice Wednesday, Thursday, fully practice on Friday. He's going to be questionable. And then Khalil Mack. Everybody was talking about this all week long, and I thought, honestly, I didn't put any solace into this, man. But he's got a knee injury. He's been practicing limitedly all week long, and he is also questionable. But come on, Khalil Mack's going to play. Let's not pretend that Khalil Mack's not going to get out there and play. Stop it. Akeem Hicks. He was dealing with an illness on Thursday, but practiced fully on Friday. He's going to play. And then Josh Woods, he is out for something personal, all right? It's not even an injury. It's a personal thing. He's probably got something going on with his family or whatever, and so he's not going to play. So that's the extent of the injury report, man. Again, there's nothing too crazy on here. Most of these people who are on this injury report are going to play, with the exception of two people, one from the Giants, one from the Bears. And as I look across the league, man, and I see all these injuries, man, it's just a lot of soft tissue stuff, man. It's just, these are things that they're going to have to work. They're going to have to work themselves out. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to have to just deal with these little nagging injuries, throughout the season, man. There's nothing that you're going to be able to do about it. So like, don't be surprised if like, Coughlin, Tay Crowder, don't be surprised if they stay on the injury report for a while with these hamstring issues, man. It's just, that's the nature of the beast right now. All right, let's go ahead and transition on to this actual game, man. And here's the deal, man. When I look at this game, right, I see this as a game that we could potentially win, man. This is one of the this is one of the few games on the schedule that I look at and I go, yo, Giants can 100% win this game. When I look at this Bears team, right, the only thing that I'm legitimately concerned about is the edge rushers, man. Like this Bears team, man, they can get after the quarterback. And then they've got some good off-ball linebackers as well, man. Like this is a team that can really apply pressure to your offense from their front seven. It's not quite the same situation as Pittsburgh, right? But it's similar. It's similar because these guys can stack the box, and these guys can try to take away your run game and force you to pass the ball down the field. Now, I personally don't think the Bears are going to be as successful as Pittsburgh was, in terms of stacking the box, stopping the run, applying the pressure. But yo, the threat is there, man. The threat is there. So when I look at what we have to do offensively, right, we are going to have to run long, sustained drives, man. We're going to have to keep that defense on the field forever, man. We have to win the possession battle. We have to hold on to the ball for 37, 38 minutes, man. Like, we've got to have the ball all game long. We've got to control the clock, all right? So that when we're getting into the late stages of the game, the Bears defense is just gassed, man, because we've just been, having these long, sustained ass drives, man. Like that is something that has got to be like our top priority, man. We've got to run long, sustained drives and wear this Bears defense out, all right? Defensively, listen, I still feel real good about our defense, man. I feel real good about our front seven, okay? I feel real good about our ability to get after the quarterback, and that's going to be the key for the defense, man. We are going to have to apply maximum pressure while still containing Mitchell Trubisky, okay? Everyone talks a lot of smack about Mitchell Trubisky, myself included. I don't really believe in Mitchell Trubisky's ability to be a top quarterback in the league. I just don't, okay? There's nothing that I've seen from him that's made me go, wow, all right? Now, that's not to say that he does not have the ability to do something that'll make you say, wow. I just don't necessarily see it. And so it's going to be incumbent upon this defense to pressure him as much as possible, okay? We have to force Trubisky to make mistakes. We have to force Trubisky to make bad reads, okay? And we're going to have to 100% prevent him from scrambling around, because Trubisky got wheels, man. He's mobile, all right? He's able to move around in the pocket. He's able to extend plays with his legs, and we gotta make sure that we prevent him from doing that, okay? The Bears also have a legitimate run game, man, and we're gonna have to be tough against the run, and I feel like this Giants team can do very well against the run. So listen, those are my keys to the game, man. Overall, man, I think this is a game that we can win. All right, y'all know I'm not really into making predictions. That's just not my style. But I do think that the Giants can win this game, and it wouldn't be surprising if the Giants actually won this game kind of comfortably. It wouldn't be surprising if the Giants won this game by, 2, maybe even 3 possessions. All right, saying 3 possessions is really is a stretch, man. But 2, you know what I'm saying, having the Giants being up by 10 or the Giants being up by 14, I can totally see that. I can totally see the Giants win this game by 10 to 14 points. Okay, but we're gonna have to keep that Bears defense on the field forever. The entire game they need to be on the field, and we got to play mistake-free football. All right, so listen, y'all. That's kind of the way I feel about this game. All right, that's kind of where I stand right now. I'm really excited to see this team play. Okay, because unlike a lot of people, I felt real good about what I saw, from the Giants against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I really think that this is a team that can be competitive all year long. All right, so I'm gonna sit on down. I'm going to watch this game, right? I'm going to try my best to not rage when this team makes mistakes, but I can't make no promises on that. And then we're going to go from there, man. So listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in, listening to me talk. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, tell everybody about PTA Sports, and I'll get up with you guys later. Deuces.